mom was a math major, my dad is a computer scientist, and all my grandparents were math teachers. And then it came to me, and then I wouldn't say that I had those artistic genes either. But nevertheless, my parents knew that art was always important. So when I was little, they always enrolled me in creative activities anyway. So I took painting classes, but I was not very good at them. I starred in a few plays, but I had horrible stage fright, so I wasn't good at that either. I took piano lessons. I was okay at that, but I eventually quit due to the competitive nature of piano. I ended up really enjoying art after doing all these activities, but I quit all of my arts activities by middle school because I was never good at any of them, and I never really saw myself as an artist or a musician or a performer. But through those activities, I still really gained an appreciation for art. So for a few years throughout middle school, I definitely drifted away from art, and instead I kind of found my passion in athletics instead. So I spent most of my time outside of school playing tennis. And that was until midway through high school when I kind of stumbled upon TeenTix. And it sounds cheesy, but TeenTix kind of reinvigorated my love for art again, because for so long I thought I had to be good at something to continue doing it. But just watching art through seeing shows and things like that, I realized that I didn't have to be good at something to appreciate it. I didn't have to be good at art to appreciate art. I didn't have to be an artist myself to be in the arts industry, and I didn't really have to choose between loving art and also loving my other passions like playing tennis. So I think that being a writer and an editor on the Newsroom, that really allowed me to see events that allowed me to appreciate others who were good at their craft rather than stressing about my own abilities. So along the way, I also learned from my fellow TEDs who never fail to make me laugh. I learned from the writers on the Newsroom who are always insightful in their own way. I learned from Mariko, who is always understanding and on top of things. And of course, the rest of the TeenTix staff for actually really caring about teen voices. So I just want to end that by saying thank you all for making TeenTix such a significant part of my high school experience. I loved seeing shows and hanging out with you all at the TeenTix HQ. I don't know why this sounds like a goodbye speech though, because I'll still be sticking around here for another year before I leave, so I won't be gone. And hopefully I'll see you all soon.
So back in the day of when you could ride the light rail, I would ride almost every morning from Angle Lake to Westlake into the TeenTix office for my summer internship. And it was my favorite part of my day, being able to see all the people who were going to work and feeling like I too was going to work. So at first it was super awkward and the lights were really bright and I was always super thirsty for some reason. But then there was Daisy, and Daisy and I would listen to Taylor Swift, and we discovered our fantasy teen boyfriend, and I really dearly miss the days when my biggest concerns were updating the calendar and the ending of Hannah Brown's season of The Bachelorette. The exciting thing about the world is you never meet all the people who are going to change your life. And the exciting thing about TeenTix is all the best people live in one aesthetically pleasing office, waiting to give you snacks and write you on a group chat. And when I left the TED's office every other Thursday, as it rained and as the Space Needle was lit up, I always knew I was going where I needed to go. Not home exactly, because I had already been home, but someplace exciting. Thank you.
So first of all, TeenTix has just always been a space where I felt valued and accepted and comfortable ever since I joined as a freshman. And high school is such a weird, tumultuous time, and we've all grown and changed a lot. And I'm incredibly grateful for the TeenTix community because y'all have been there to support me through these formative years, and I'm so glad that I got the chance to participate in this program. And also just in general, I love the press corps so much. Maybe one of the best things I've done in high school. Being able to confidently form and present critical opinions is such an important skill, and it's been such a privilege to develop those skills alongside all of you. And I'm so grateful for TeenTix for giving us a space to learn and practice that. You all have really important things to say, and I've been so impressed with your commitment to critically engaging with art and with your writing skills all year. And I just hope you'll keep on trusting and expressing yourselves, and I've been so glad to get to know you all.
Thanks for a great 3 years. It's been a lot of fun. As it turns out, I'll be back from school in December, so maybe you'll see me in the armory sometime.
TeenTix felt very immediately like a home, and replicating what Kendall said, interning was so nice to feel like I actually belonged at TeenTix, but I always feel like I belong at TeenTix, and I always feel like it's okay that I'm there. And spending time in the office and spending time with everybody at TeenTix is just one of my actual favorite things ever. So thank you for making it so great.
So when I first joined the New Guard, I was a freshman, and that was 4 years ago, and I was very quiet and not self-assured at all, like most 14-year-olds. And I kind of just sat back and listened to what everyone had to say, but I didn't really share my opinions or speak up very often. But kind of towards the end of the first year, I started to speak up a little bit more because I started to realize I was in a space where I could share my opinions, and my opinions really held weight, and I would never be judged for what I was going to say. And then my sophomore year, I joined the leadership board, and I started to take on more responsibility, which really only just grew my junior and senior year when I became director of partners and now president. And the New Guard just really helped me find my voice and realize my own leadership potential and develop confidence in my ideas. So I just want to thank everyone that's been a part of the program, and for the TeenTix staff for creating a space where I just felt really comfortable to use my own voice and to realize the power it can really have. Yeah, I just want to say thank you for TeenTix for everything you've done for me, and congrats to the new leadership board.
So when I first joined TEDS, it was just a thing my mom told me about that was associated with some art ticket program that I vaguely knew about. And if I was given a map, I don't think I could have located a single artner. But however, now I know how to get from Fifth Avenue Theater to Jet City Improv only through bus by heart. And I think the most miraculous thing about the press corps is how much more aware of Seattle's art scene I've become. It's sort of like discovering a whole new world hiding in plain sight. And yet that's far from the only thing the press corps has given me. It's given me friends, editorial skills, and overall a sense of responsibility. And for the next generation of TEDs, with that great power that critics hold, there must also come great responsibility. And for everyone else, thank you so much for an amazing 2 years.